The MAGA civil war over Iran and Israel appears to very much be here, and both sides are trying to pressure Trump. They're calling him, they're texting him, they're also appealing to him in their appearances, as we've talked about. Apparently, as Trump prepared to leave the G7 summit in Canada, he sought guidance from Lindsey Graham in a phone call. I wonder what Graham told him. Anyway, he apparently said that they should go all in to stop Iran from developing a nuclear weapon. I don't know what all in is. I don't know if that's supporting Israel. I don't know if that's bunker busters. I don't know if that's weapons of mass destruction against Iran. It's Lindsey Graham. What line is there for him when it comes to conflict? I don't know. Marjorie Greene says that she's been texting him, but wouldn't disclose what they talked about. Well, I think it's the war. If I had to guess, I think that's probably what it's about. I don't know. Maybe he was late in finishing season two of success. I don't know. Like, no, it's the war. Okay, we have to let him know what we think. Yes, about that. That's the thing. Apparently, Josh Hawley has been pressuring him on the phone on this topic. Ted Cruz is saying, again, we have to stand with Israel. We can't let them get a nuclear weapon or whatever. And so a lot of them have taken very much the positions that we think that they would. What's interesting is a MAGA pollster, one of the most pro-Trump pollsters throughout his second term. He puts out these polls where Trump is like 26 points up in approval rating or whatever. Like, it's ridiculous, clownish stuff. But he's not feeling this either, and he is predicting that this could be the thing that breaks the back of MAGA if Trump actually gets us involved in this. He says starting new foreign wars never helps a presidency, but it sure as hell can end one, especially one predicated on not starting new wars overseas when we've been invaded and neglected at home. Hell, right now we're not only being neglected, we're being invaded by our own government here in LA. He says the MAGA movement was never anti-war for the sake of being anti-war. I would say, for moral reasons. It was a position stemming from the lies the ruling class used to get us involved in pointless wars. Israel needed to attack Iran preemptively because nuclear capabilities are imminent is a lie. And I agree with this person on that, probably only on this and nothing else. Goes on to say, kiss the Republican majority goodbye for the next decade. If he pulls the trigger, it's all over for MAGA. Well, he's already saying we're involved in the war. That said, if our planes are bombing it, that will be a different level. How unpopular is this war? Wildly unpopular. When polled, do you think we should get involved with this? Only 16% say yes. 16%. 23% of Republicans. That is a wildly unpopular position, even among the Republican base. And when you look at it, Democrats aren't interested in this at 15. Independents are even less interested in this war than Democrats. This is maybe the least popular thing from the point of view of independents that we have discussed thus far. And going into the midterms where the economy is going to be on shaky ground, where streets are going to be burning with Marines potentially gunning down people, probably not a good thing to get us involved and embroiled in a costly war that independents in particular have no interest in. So again, I don't know, there's so much news, Sharon, it's hard to say what will actually stick, what will actually influence people, but this looks wildly unpopular. What do you think?
Wildly unpopular. And before you raise Netanyahu again in Trump's ear, I would still believe that he'll reverse course because he cares more about himself than anyone else. But there's a whole faction of really powerful people who are believing that this must happen and he must stand with Israel. And so perhaps he will keep going. But I think some of the resistance has more to do with both Obama and Taco. Taco, because he wants to look strong, okay, and he doesn't appreciate it. And Obama, because his administration, members of it are all over the tube agreeing with people like Marjorie Taylor Greene. And remember how much Trump talked about Obama, the red line, this and that, and how that was like a signature thing for him. And so I think that is as much a part of this right now as anything else.
Yeah, this is, it's difficult to even cover this because things change so rapidly. Trump's position on this is changing. His narrative that he's using to explain it is changing. That's why we're trying to have, at least as we're giving you all the updates every day on the show, we try to update you a little bit on my best guess as to why he's saying what he's saying. But super wildly consequential, as we've shown politically, in terms of the cost, in terms of lives.